What's up, guys? So today we're going to be building some real functioning Wolverine claws. So what I wanted to do for this build was make a pair of Wolverine claws that extend and retract, that are able to stay extending without just falling back into place. They're strong enough to do something interesting with them. It has to be affordable, obviously. A compact enough mechanism to be able to fit just right on my forearm, and a method that's easy to retract or reload or whatever. So to accomplish this, I thought about a lot of different designs. Something like hydraulic cylinders would be able to easily retract and extend on command, but would obviously be really bulky and also really expensive. Using something like compressed CO2 would actually be a decent idea. But reloading those cartridges is going to be really difficult, and I don't really think I have the resources necessary to do that. So I finally settled on a mechanism simply just using the momentum of me swinging my arm. So my idea was to use magnets to keep the claws retracted in place until I swing my arms, in which the magnetism wouldn't be strong enough anymore, and they would slide down a track to extend. There would be magnets on the other side to keep them there, and then if I just like push them against something or anything like that, they'll easily retract again. So I'm happy with that concept. Let's get on to building the real deal. So for the track, I settled on using just like a little metal rod and then this tubing. So the tubing will just slide across the rod to move the claws. For the claws themselves, I got these on Amazon. These are pretty cool on their own, but let's make them move. Alright, so I wasn't able to record the last part where I put these together because there was just weird camera angles, a lot of trial and error. It was just a whole process, but this is finished now. The claws are connected together in a mechanism that can slide all at once. I basically just drilled through all three of the claws, added some little wood blocks for spacers. I think for the next iteration of these, I'm gonna make these a little bigger because the claws are really close together right now. Then just put a nut on the end and cut off the extra of the bolt. So now these can simply, we're gonna go right in this arm mount that I made, and this will be going, I got these gloves for a little extra padding, and also just because I thought it looked cool, went well with the look. It's gonna go right in my arm like that, and then slide out like that. So now, next is just the sliding mechanism. Let's get right into that. So I didn't really have a great way to attach the tube, so I just kind of used electrical tape and taped them up. It's fine. It's the first prototype. It's just that the glue won't really stick to this stainless steel. So just made do with electrical tape. And now, much to my amazement, they actually slide. Look at this. They go in and out. That is a resounding success so far. So I legitimately thought that, like, as the glue was drying, this was going to be a huge bust and that I'd have to completely rework everything, because, like, everything needs to be in just the right position for these to slide correctly, and I thought the claws might be too heavy because these are actually surprisingly heavy, or like the tubing would provide too much friction, or there was just a lot of worries I had. But it works, which is amazing, and it goes to show that sometimes you gotta try even the things you didn't think were really gonna work to find the right solution. So now all I gotta do is attach some Velcro just to this metal piece so I can wrap it around my arm and attach it to, like, my body. And then I'm gonna add some magnets to the little blocks here and to there so that when it's on either side, it'll stay there, and then I'll just have to, like, push it either way to undo the magnets. So I'm gonna use magnets that aren't super strong so that I'll be able to easily swing them out, and it'll just not be strong enough to hold it with that momentum, but will be strong enough to just hold the claws in place if I'm, like, walking around or something. So yeah, let's get to it. So, now that the Velcro and magnets have been attached, this first prototype is complete, which is pretty crazy because I usually don't complete these projects. So there are some obvious problems with this, like the claws are a little, like, lopsided, it's not painted entirely well, spacers are different size. It just kind of looks very, like, homemade and rough around the edges, but it is only a first prototype, so I wasn't really going for that refined look. I'm going to put that care and attention to detail in the next one that I make. So, like I said, this is only the first prototype, so a lot of that stuff doesn't really matter, or can be improved upon in the next version. But before we do anything else, we got to test these. Alright, so that was a lot of fun. I think these came out surprisingly well, better than I thought they would have. In the next video, we're going to be upgrading these. So I'm going to make a couple improvements and hopefully make these a lot cooler, better, more efficient, all that stuff. Stay tuned for the next video, and other than that, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram for live project updates on everything I do and more on me. Check out the Discord link in the description. Support me on Patreon if you want to help fund more of these cool projects and stuff. And other than that, I hope you have a super day.